This finish costs just $5, making it one of the most affordable options you'll find at any hardware store. It's marketed as a budget-friendly solution for everyday wood projects, promising decent results without breaking the bank. And this one, on the other hand, comes in at $40, a significant jump in price. It's labeled as a premium product, boasting advanced protection, richer color, and a smoother finish. But is it really worth the extra money? Does the expensive finish actually deliver noticeably better results, or is the difference mostly in the marketing and packaging? Are you truly investing in quality, or are you just paying extra for a fancy label and some clever branding? Let's find out. Today, I'm testing cheap versus expensive wood finishes to find out which one is actually worth your money. Because if you're overpaying for finish, you're wasting money on every single project. Alright, here's what I'm testing today. I've got two different types of polyurethane finishes. One is a budget-friendly option you'll find at most hardware stores, and the other is a premium higher-priced brand that claims to offer superior protection and a better look. Both are designed to do the same job, protect and enhance wood surfaces, but there's a huge price difference between them. So, is the extra cost really worth it? That's what I want to find out. To make sure this comparison is fair and accurate, I'm using identical wood boards for both finishes. Each board is the same size, type, and from the same batch, so there's no variation in the wood itself. I've also prepped both boards exactly the same way. Same sanding process, same grit sandpaper, and I'm applying the finishes under identical lighting and workspace conditions. The only variable here is the finish itself, so we'll really see if the premium product stands out. Let's start with the application process, because that's where you'll notice the first real differences between these two finishes. When you dip your brush into the can and begin to spread the finish across the wood, the experience is immediately telling. Right away, you can feel a difference in how the finish glides on. The texture under your fingers is a subtle hint at what's to come, and it's clear that the quality of the product affects the tactile experience. The cheaper finish is noticeably thicker, almost sticky, and it takes more effort to spread it out evenly across the surface. You might find yourself going over the same spot multiple times, trying to smooth out the brush marks and get a consistent layer. In contrast, the premium finish goes on much smoother. The brush glides effortlessly, leaving behind a more uniform coat. It's not a dramatic difference, but if you're paying attention, it's definitely noticeable and makes the process more enjoyable. Once the first coat is applied, it's time to let the boards dry. This is a crucial step, and patience is key here, as the drying process can reveal even more about the quality of the finish you've chosen. And this is where things get interesting. As the finishes begin to cure, you can actually see and feel the differences becoming more pronounced. The premium finish dries noticeably faster, which is a huge advantage if you're working on a tight schedule or just want to move on to the next step without waiting around. The surface feels dry to the touch, and there's a satisfying, glossy sheen that starts to develop. Meanwhile, the cheaper finish still feels a bit tacky, even after the same amount of drying time. It's not a deal breaker, but it does mean you'll need to wait longer before recoating or handling the piece. That's already 1 point for the premium finish. Faster drying times can make a big difference, especially if you're working on multiple projects or need to finish quickly. Now let's move on to the second coat. The process is the same, but the results start to diverge even more. As you apply the next layer, you'll notice the premium finish continues to build up smoothly, creating a rich, even surface. The premium finish is building up more evenly, giving the wood a professional, polished look that really stands out. It's the kind of result you'd expect from a high-end product. On the other hand, the cheaper finish is starting to show some streaks and imperfections. It's nothing terrible, your project will still look good, but it's definitely not perfect. If you're aiming for the best possible finish, the premium option clearly has the edge.